The other thing that we all notice is that the budgets of these films have skyrocketed, gone through the roof. I mean, there was always a tendency that we want bigger and better ones. That has also put a lot of risk in the industry because it's a high stakes gamble and you have virtually 2 to 4 weeks. Now imagine Procter & Gamble or many others that test a product, produce a product, and then you can remove it from the shelf if your toothpaste isn't working well. And you reintroduce that with some reformulations. But here you can't do that anymore. It's out and it's out for final. So you're talking about 4 weeks, either you recover the money or you don't. And we have done a study early on in 2003 and 2004, but it was kind of, I would assume, known in the industry that the standard deviation or risk factor or variance in revenue streams are much smaller in these franchise films for things that people have already been used to, watched the first version or second version already. Then if you take a random sample of new movies that are just totally intellectual new properties that have not been shown before, there's no books for that or so forth, so they tend to be much more in variance, large variance in revenues. But once you narrow it down, you keep repeating, the tendency is a more reliable source of revenue. So it used to be 20 years ago, maybe 30% of Hollywood revenues were international. It has reversed. So it's about 70% of Hollywood revenues and sometimes 80% is international. So how you make movies, the kind of characters you cast them, becomes very critical to appealing to a large, wide, worldwide audience.